Good morning, Perry. News just in. It could be even old news. The West is too busy doing coverage of the Ukraine and making Russians looking bad. While in China, there is China crisis. People rioting in the streets in every province, China just about. I think there was a BBC reporter which was grabbed and pushed aside by a right police officer, one Chinese city, is one of those stir shitters to overturn the Chinese government. Some Western coup someone's cooking up. I think they're the same people from Hong Kong. There seems to be a health crisis exploding in China. We're seeing large-scale lockdowns and quarantine camps setting up as the word goes out. Obviously, there is film footage of these things happening. Mind you, since when the bug started 2 years ago, the Chinese straightway stamped it out, and it had to minimise effect on them in the last 2 years while the West were in turmoil combating this thing. Now it looks like it's going to hit them. And it's formatting. There's a creation these mob groups, the resistance groups of the white piece of paper. Seeing sense in China is pretty harsh. And symbol of dissent. I shall not follow the regime, basically is. You cannot overthrow the Chinese government. They are very, very, very strong. Very, very efficient in the things they do. And this confusion could have repercussions on trade with the West, in sense of them selling goods to us. And the fact is, there could be delays in shipments and therefore cause a trade crisis. And the cost of these products will go up because there'll be more lesser coming in containers. Some say it's just all a distraction for Chinese to get their hands on finally on Taiwan. Could be the truth. Anyway, sooner or later they will get around about it, getting their hands on Taiwan. And there's no one around that can do something about it. Unless you want a war, which Biden and NATO wants. There's not enough problems in Ukraine. And there's word going out. Putin is secretly mobilising more military hardware, more troops. Let's say up to 5 million. It's not confirmed, so don't take it to the bank straight away. I'm not selling you a bridge. This part is only just rumours. So, if it's 5 million, we're talking about an invasion force in Europe. This goes to show, if you start fucking around with the Russians for nothing, they get really pissed off. And afterwards, they'll leash back in some way. Mind you, the Russian bear was quite calm until now. When he starts leashing out with his big claws, it's going to inflict really, really terrible damage on the West. It sounds like a scenario of the film Alfred's. the conflict before the drop of the bomb. I'm not saying they're going to drop it or not, but if they push the bear into a corner, you might see nukes flying around, and people were chasing the mushroom. Thanks to our leaders, they want to depopulate the world. Zero population in this world, and you won't have a fertile earth for thousands and thousands of years to rebuild society. They won't be able to rebuild society. I think that no one will be around. It's so fucking radioactive. There you are.